All right, here we go. This is going to be fun. Live lesson. Hi, everybody. Everybody. Live lesson Tuesday, April 28th. Today we're talking about linear equations. It's me and all three of my kids under the age of 5. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be very interesting. All right. What are we talking about? Linear equations. Linear equations. Can I blow this up? No. Okay. Linear equations, the slope of a line is, by definition, rise over run. Okay? Slope of the line is rise over run. Buddy, you can't use the other phone right now because that's the only phone that I have that's charged. So play something else. Slope of the line is rise over run. So there's 2 types of slopes. Well, there's actually 4 types of slopes, so let's talk about the 2. Positive slopes go up and to the right or down and to the left. Negative slopes go down and to the right or up and to the left. So what we do is we have to figure out what our rise over run is. Give me the phone. Give me that phone right there. Go get it. Give me the orange phone. Go, because Daddy's recording. Goofy butt. No. Go get me the phone. No. All right. Can you get me the orange phone? Give me the orange phone. Give me the orange phone. Give me the orange phone. Get it. Get it. What's wrong with it? Why isn't it working? What's YouTube? All right, so we just can't use YouTube. So let's PBS video. You can't go wrong with wild crats. We're like wild crabs. Oh my goodness. A nightmare. Alright, how about there they are. There's those guys. Alright, now get out of here. You get out of here. Alright. Where were we? Slope of the line is rise over run. Positive goes up and to the right or down and to the left. Negative goes up and to the left or down and to the right. So when I look at this first guy right here, I notice that it's up and to the right or down and to the left. So this guy is going to be a positive slope. The way I figure out the actual number of the slope is I go up 1, 2, 3 over 1. So the slope is going to be positive 3 over 1, or I'm just going to say 3. Okay. This slope is going down and to the right. So that's going to be a negative slope. Okay, so let's count out how far we're going down. 1. And we're going right. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be negative 1 over 3. Here, sit on this chair. Because Daddy's recording. Here, can we sit on this chair? Yeah, recording. Ugh. So you're going to sit on that chair right there.
I'm next to you.
You are next to me, handsome boy. Perfect.
I can't see.
What can't you see?
Yes.
Well, you don't want to see that because you're seeing that screen. You can see that screen right there. Can you say what letter does that start with?
F.
F, and then
I.
And then
N.
And then
D.
D. Fine. You know that word. What's that middle word?
Fine.
No, the middle word. This word right here. What is that?
Fine.
It's a sight word. You know it. What word is that?
Fine. Sign.
The.
The.
All right, so I have to find the slope of this guy. I don't have dots. So I'm going to put a dot right there. Very good. I'm going to put a dot right there and a dot right there. Are you watching, Nick? This is a positive slope because it goes up and to the right or down and to the left. And let's count how many spaces I go up. You going to help me, bud? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
No, 8.
It's 8. Yep, 8. And let's count over 1, 2, 3. So my slope is, what number is that on top?
3.
On top?
8.
And what number is that on the bottom?
3.
Very good. 8 over 3. Positive 8 over 3. This is going to be negative. And we need to put a dot. So that looks like right there it can be a dot. That looks like right there it could be a dot. It's negative. So there's my negative. And it goes up 1, 2, 3. So negative 3 over 1, 2. And there you have it. So that's us finding the slope. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What if I don't have a graph, though? What if I just give you the actual points? Well, that's where we use the slope formula. So if I give you 2 points...
Harbark.
Harbark? What is that? If I give you 2 points, the first thing that we do is label them x sub 1, y sub 1, and label them x sub 2, y sub 2. Forgot the 2 there. Okay, that's what we do if we have the slope formula. So if I give you 2 points, label those 2 points, and then plug them in this formula right here. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay. So that's the slope formula. Let's try it twice. You ready, buddy? I'm going to try it 3 times. Thrice. All right. So here's my 2 points right here. I'm going to label them x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. And then I'm going to write out my formula. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. I'm afraid I didn't leave myself enough space. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see, we shall see, we shall see. All right, where am I? All right. M equals y sub 2 is 14. So I'm going to write out 14 minus y sub 1 is 10.
10, 2, R-E.
You're just saying things. Over x sub 2, which is negative 7, minus x sub 1, which is 8.
We'll do it.
Yeah, what's 14 minus 10?
7.
Close, 4. And what's negative 7 minus 8?
5.
Very close, negative 15.
6.
So my slope in this one is 4 over negative 15, or negative 4 over 15. What do you think about that?
2, 10, crisscross.
Crisscross applesauce? That's ratios. We're not there yet.
Oh.
X sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2 is 2 minus y sub 1 is 1 over x sub 2, which is negative 17, minus x sub 1, which is negative 3. On top, we have 2 minus 1, which is 1. On the bottom, we have negative 17, double negative, which turns into a positive. Negative 17 plus 3 is negative 14. That looks awful. So let me write it down here. Negative 1 over 14. If I have 1 divided by negative 14, positive 1 divided by negative makes the whole thing negative. Right?
Okay.
Yes. This one's actually easy. You ready? X sub 1. I need my left arm. Can you not hang on my left arm, please? X sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1.
F.
X, not F. M equals y sub 2 is negative 15 minus y sub 1 is negative 20. That's interesting, but this is even more interesting. You ready, bud? X sub 2 is negative 18. You watching, buddy? This is going to blow you away. Minus negative 18. Double negative. So on the bottom, I don't care what we have on the top. On the bottom, I get a 0, which makes the whole slope undefined. Oh my gosh, my handwriting is awful because I have a 4-year-old forcing himself onto my lap.
Ow!
Sorry. And what?
Sit your
You
lap.
can sit on my lap. Here, but here, watch your show.
Hey.
Hey, nothing. Hay's for horses. All right, so that's that for that one. SlopeIntercept Form. SlopeIntercept Form. I have to get your sister. Nikki, you're going to take over? All right, sit right here. Sit next to me. You're going to be my helper, okay? Did you write on that? You did. Get off my screen. Don't touch, please. Can you not touch? Can Daddy do it, please? I'll let you do it all you want in a few minutes, but not yet. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. What letter is that I'm pointing at right now, buddy? What letter is that?
Red.
Yeah, that's the color is red, but what letter am I pointing at?
Arrow.
Oh my goodness. M is the slope. This letter right there is the y-intercept. So simply put, when y is all by itself, the number in front of x is the slope, and the number floating around is the y-intercept. Please don't touch the screen, okay? That's a blank screen. No, it's not. All right, so this is actually pretty easy. Find the slope and the y-intercept. When y is all by itself, the number in front of x is the slope, and the number floating around is the y-intercept. So in this problem, y is all by itself. So the number in front of x is -5, which means it's the slope. And the number floating around is the y-intercept, -1.
Hey!
Well, go watch it. I threw his phone. All right. Y is all by itself again. The number in front of x is not just a negative, but it's actually -1. Where's your phone?
You're throwing!
It's right there by the shark.
Hey, you're throwing!
Oh my gosh. Free children.
Stop!
Here you go. Take it. B is -1. So that's my y-intercept.
Daddy, eat my... Daddy, don't... Daddy, don't...
Why are
my
you
phone.
watching? What the heck is this? Here, watch Ryan, that weird kid. There you go. Bye. All right. Okay.
Dad.
Now the problems get slightly worse. If I'm asking you to find the slope,
Leave my phone alone.
if I'm asking you to find the slope and y-intercept of an equation that's not solved for y, you got to get y all by itself. So I'm trying to get my child YouTube Kids while talking to you at the same exact time, and I'm not a multitasker, so this is very difficult. You want Steve and Maggie? I could be Steve and Maggie. Oh, blimey, Maggie! Maggie, you naughty bird! Here you go. Maggie, you naughty bird. British people. Here you go. Oh, hooray. All right, so got to get y all by itself. Looking at this problem, do you see y all by itself? No, you don't. So there's a 2x floating around right there, and there's a 3 in front of y right there. The first thing you got to do is get rid of the guy that's floating around, and in this case, it's 2x. So I'm subtracting 2x from both sides. That leaves me with 3y, I hear you, equals -2x plus 9. What?
Share. Daddy's there.
No, I'm not going to share. Give me 10 minutes. Divide everything by 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Cross it out.
10.
Y equals -2/3 x plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. So what that means is my slope, and I'll write it very small, is going to be -2/3, and my y-intercept is going to be regular 3. Okay?
10, 20.
Is y all by itself here, Nick? No. The answer is no. You have 5x in the way, and you have 2 floating around. I have to get rid of 5x by subtracting 5x, subtract 5x, subtract 5x, cross that out. I have 2y equals negative 5x plus 6. And if you're wondering why I put the negative 5x first, it's because it looks more like slope-intercept form when the x part is first. Is y all by itself? No. What's in the way? 2. Divide everything by 2. Cross it out. Y equals negative 5 over 2x plus 6 over 2, which is 3. 3 again. So y is going to equal negative, oh, I already did that. My slope is going to be negative 5 over 2, and my y-intercept is going to be 3. All right. Write each in slope-intercept form. This might be the last thing I do today. No, it's not. Oh, I was way off. All right. So if I'm going to write each in slope-intercept form, I have to remind myself that slope-intercept form looks like that. Okay? So I need to find the slope in all of these. So this is a negative slope because it's going up and to the right. I go up 1, 2, over 1, 2. Negative 2 over 2. What's 2 divided by 2? 1. Thank you. So my slope is negative 1. That's my y-intercept. 1, 2, 3. My y-intercept is negative 3. So if my slope is negative 1 and my y-intercept is negative 3, then writing this all out, I have y equals negative 1 or negative x plus negative 3. So I'm just going to put minus 3. This middle guy, positive slope, goes up 1 over 1, 2, so positive 1 over 2. My y-intercept is going to be a nice 0, like the name of our cat. Y equals half of an x plus 0, or y equals 1/2 x. Dunzo, funzo. Oh, look, a vertical, or I'm sorry, just kidding, a horizontal line, which means I rise nothing and run 2. 1 over 2, or 0 over 2, or 0 over 3, or 0 divided by 10, or 0 divided by 1, in which case horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Vertical lines up and down is undefined, but horizontal lines have a slope of 0. So y equals 0. X means I'm not even going to put a 0 there. I'm not even going to put an x there. All that deletes.
I draw 0.
No. The y-intercept is negative 1, so all I have is y is negative 1. All right, we are going to skip this slide because I know I cover that in chapter 6, so I'll worry about chapter 6 when I have to. These are our last two, and we're going to graph these 2 equations and then call it a day. I think I have 2 more. I do, just kidding. So we're going to graph these 2 equations. Slope is 7 over 2. Y-intercept is negative 2. So I always start out at my y-intercept negative 2. You with me, bud? I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, write 1, 2, and put another dot. I could go down in 7 and left 2, but I don't have enough space. So I have 2 dots. Can I draw a line? Can I draw a line? Nope, I have 2 dots, and so I have a perfect straight line right there. Perfect straight line. My slope is negative 6, or negative 6 over 1. My y-intercept is 3. So you start at 3. You go up 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, ran out of room, so I can go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right 1. Down 1, 2, 3, up, ran out of room. And so again, I have 2 points, and I'm going to do my best while I have a very wiggly ADHD kid to the left of me, going crazy, drawing a perfectly straight line. Hooray! All right, 2 more. Thank God. y equals 4. Where's the x? Well, there is no x. So what we know is the slope is 0, just like 2 problems ago or 2 pages ago, 3 pages ago. When it was a horizontal line, the slope was 0. So nothing's going to change here. Horizontal line, so the slope is 0, so this is going to be a horizontal line. Where does it go through, though? 4. So there's my 4, and it's going to be a horizontal line going through 4. Now this last one's going to be a killer, because y is not all by itself. So let me rewrite the equation up here. 6x plus 5y equals 20. Is y all by itself? No. What's in the way? 6x and 5. Get rid of the 6x first. Minus 6x minus 6x. I have 5y equals negative 6x plus 20. Is y all by itself? No. What's in the way? 5. Divide everything by 5. Divide everything by 5. Divide everything by 5. Y equals negative 6 over 5x plus 4. Sorry for the sloppiness, but, you know, touch screen. Put a dot at 4. Negative 6 over 5 is my slope, so up 6, left 5. I don't have it. Down 6, right 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it's only a 2-dotter again. And that's it. That's chapter 4. So normally we do lin reg on problems like these, but I don't know. I do have time to do it, but I also have crazy children right now who I know are going to be begging me for lunch soon, so I got to call quits. So maybe I'll do a special, or I'll throw a video up to address problems like these. But that's that. Live lessons complete.